Good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, or wherever you are in the world. I'm Cheryl Francis. My sister will be joining me in a minute, which is Kellie Francis. Kellie and I run the Prism of Light page. Just want to say hello to everybody. I am going to put the comments on. So if you guys would like a reading, please start putting your names in the chat and welcome. Hello, everybody joining. I can't see the comments. Hello, Cornelia. Hello. Is it Beanie? Mr. Beanie? Welcome in. Welcome in. You just put your names in the chat and I'll see where I go. Thank you. Ruth Godden, can I come to you, please, if that's okay? Thank you. Ruth, are you there, my lovely? If you just put a yes in the comments for me so I can see if you're there. Hello, Ruth. Sweetheart, as I'm connecting with you, my lovely, I do feel that there has been a few little things that have been going on around yourself at the moment. I feel like there's been a little bit of a situation where you felt a little bit trapped within yourself. I feel that there's certain situations around yourself at the moment that are feeling a little bit, or you're feeling a little bit unsure. And I do feel this is with a friendship group at the moment, or somebody that's very, very close around you. I feel that you've been trying to help somebody, but they're not listening in the direction which you've been asking them to do. As I'm getting this coming forwards, I have a lovely lady that steps forwards for you. And I need to say this lady, I want to say she wasn't the tallest of ladies, but I need to say she was a medium build. I need to say that she would have been very flamboyant when she was on the earth plane. So she was very outspoken and very, very, very quite a loud lady as she comes in, my darling. She's coming in. She's actually making me laugh. So I know this lady wouldn't have mixed her words. She would have been quite openly spoken, and she would have not let people get a word in edgeways as she's coming forwards with that, my darling. She does come on a auntie feel. This lady does show me she would have had to. Okay, I do feel this lady would have had a diabetes condition. Can you understand that, please? Just because I'm seeing her having to take insulin as she's coming forwards. She's coming in with abundance of love around you at the moment, my lovely. And she is just making reference to sometimes the more that we put into people and the more information, like the more things that we do for people, you actually get to see people's true colours. And at the moment, you're kind of going through that stage with somebody at the moment. She's just coming in with so much love and grace for you. I'm not sure about that. Okay, let me just see where I'm going with this. What part aren't you sure on, my darling? Is it the diabetes? Let me just wait for you to catch up on that for me. What part don't you understand? And I'll go back and ask what she's given me. The diabetes, okay. Okay. Right. Let me just give you the information. Can you understand the auntie part? This lady being quite like an auntie or an auntie. It's just the way she's coming forward, but I do feel on the maternal side. Can you understand diabetes runs in the family, or there is something around diabetes? Because I'm seeing the insulin around that as well, my lovely. She is showing me that she used to love to constantly be eating sweet things as well, as she's bringing that forwards. But she is coming in with abundance of love for you, and she is saying it is time for you to stand your ground and make sure that you are not putting too much energy into other people and allowing yourself to have that little bit of you time, because it's just constantly all the time with yourself at the moment. There is a lot of healing coming towards you. There's also so much support from the spirit world around you, and they are giving you the biggest hug ever. Okay, that's what she was getting across. I've misinterpreted. It's me being a bad medium. I do apologise. She is just making reference. It is your time to do what you need to do, because you've been putting things on hold for far too long. and you need to start focusing on what you want to do and how you want to do it, my darling, because the more that you're helping everybody else, you're not helping yourself, if that makes sense, my lovely. And I want to say thank you so much for allowing me to work with you, and I am going to leave the love there, and I'll see where I'm going next. Just bear with me a second. Oh, take that down. Oh, my sister's here. Hello, Kelly.
Hi, Cheryl. Sorry I'm late. I had a few technical issues getting on.
That's all right, sweetheart.
I'll let you carry on, and then I'll do the next one if that's okay.
That's absolutely fine. I'm just going to have a look in the chat again. If you'd like to put your names in the chat for me again, and I'll see where I'm drawn to, if that's okay. I'm just trying to warm up.
I think I've thrown it a bit. I couldn't believe it. I've never had problems getting on.
Well, punctuality is our thing. We like to be punctual. I was quite shocked you're running home. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Guys, if you can just keep putting your names in the chat and I'll see where I am drawn to. Donna, can I come to you, please, sweetheart? Donna, are you there, my lovely? I just need a yes or a no, please. Donna. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Donna. Donna, I don't know if it's you or someone around you at the moment that's having problems around their ears. I am getting like a blocked ear or a little bit of a sharp pain going through my ears. So I just need to make sure that I am getting that connection with yourself. If it's not you, it's someone very, very close to you. I have a male that steps forwards, and I need to say this gentleman, as he steps forwards, I know this gentleman would have had problems around his breathing, and he's taken me around his lung area, my lovely. So I do know this gentleman would have either had a cancerous condition around his lung, or he would have had to have some sort of oxygen to help him. It may be pneumonia, but it's just coming around the throat area to the chest area, my darling, as I'm having this connection with him. And he said this gentleman, not me, okay, is that for the years, my darling? But do you know somebody on the earth plane that's having problems around the ears, my dad? Okay, this gentleman, as he comes forwards, I need to say that he was one of the most strongest men you would ever meet. He never complained. He's coming forwards and he's showing himself, and he's saying everybody's done so much for him, and he's so thankful and grateful for it. But he never complained. He took every day as it was his last, he says, and he tried his hardest to stay as strong as he could. And he was so proud of the family, the way that they handled everything and the way that they all behaved. Everyone was a rock to him. He's bringing forwards. He's also bringing forwards something about something about jelly, because I'm seeing it on a plate, this wobbly jelly he's bringing forwards. I need to bring forward as he's bringing that in. So I don't know who kept giving him the jelly, but I'm seeing it in the yellow. So that's either lime or lemon. There was something about lime and lemon with him. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but he's just bringing that forwards. He's coming in with so much love around you at the moment, and he's making reference to a young male on the earth plane. And I do feel this young male is having a few little struggles at the moment. And he is saying he is guiding him in the right direction. Not that I know of with the years. My dad is still with us, but having hard time with breathing. Okay, maybe I'm not with you then, my darling, because a gentleman that I have with me, he does come on father's side. He does come on father's side, my darling, as he's being connected. Can anybody else understand any of this if Donna can't take any of this information that I am giving you? I need to say this gentleman wasn't the tallest of gentlemen, but I need to say he would have been quite a chubby build. I don't like saying it like that. It's just the way he's coming in. But he would have, when he was well, he would have worked extremely hard at his job that he would have been in. He does come on the father side, my darling. can be my Gramps. Can you understand Gramps having problems around his lungs, Donna? Okay, thank you. Can everyone listen out then, please? If everyone can take a little piece of this, please do. I am being made aware that there is a male on the Earth plane at the moment, a young male that's been having problems around certain situations of their life. And I do know that they are going through a few struggles at the moment. And I know that the love of spirit are very, very much around them, giving that upliftment and strength. I'm also being made reference that there has been some sort of change within the home environment. So I don't know if someone's has moved, or they've gone and re-renovated their home. So I'm seeing a lot of change going on within the home at the moment. I'm also seeing that there has been conversations within the family, and I do feel that there is some sort of engagement, or there is talk of an engagement coming up at the moment. Can any of you understand? Donna, can you understand that, darling? I still feel that I'm with you, my lovely. Gramps was hardworking, ended up in a wheelchair before he passed. Okay. Okay. There is, when I mean there is an abundance of love coming in, I need to give you the 19th of November for birthdays, passes, and anniversaries. I also need to go to August the 22nd for birthdays, passes, and anniversaries. And I also need to say that there's a big celebration coming up this year, and I want to say 60th. So I don't know if it's someone's 60th anniversary or 60th birthday this year that's coming up. I'm seeing a big birthday coming up, or big celebration. And I am going to leave the love there and say thank you for allowing me to work with you. This gentleman is absolutely beautiful, and I'll tell you something, he was 1 in a million. Yes, my cousin's getting married in this summer. Okay, I'm going to leave the love there and say thank you for allowing me to work with you, and I'm going to hand over to Kelly now. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. That was lovely. If I could just have names up, and then I can see where I'm drawn to, please, because I'm not able to see the comments this evening. So just keep putting your names up for me, and I will just see whose name pops out to me. Let's say a few hellos. Hi, James. Hi, Mystical. Hi, Marion. Hi, Ruth. Rebecca Yates, could I come to you, please? I could just have a yes, and then I can work with you, sweetheart. Just bear with me. I'm just going to pull you a couple of cards. Okay, the first card that's come out for you is the protection card. And the second card is, I can't say prosperity. Okay, I feel with you, sweetheart, that there has been a lot going on the last 2 years. But I want to say that you've held your own. I don't know if that makes sense to you, darling, okay? Where there's been sort of situations and you've had to stand up for yourself, okay? I do have Nan stepping forward now in spirit. And I know this is Nan on mum's side of the family, okay? Nan would have been quite a petite lady, very outspoken. And she said, I would have put them all in line as well. Do you understand this lady, darling? I do go to the tummy area with her, so I know there was tummy issues, but her passing was very sudden. You just let me know you can understand that, okay? And she's just saying how proud she is of you, okay? Because no matter what's thrown towards you in life, you just carry on going. She's saying, you know, and you've been extremely strong in certain situations. Okay, do you understand where you've had to close the door on certain people and sort of cut ties, darling? because she's just acknowledging that, and she's saying, well done you, because it took a lot of courage, sweetheart. Okay, she's talking about there's lots of things coming up for you. I know she's talking about tests or exams with someone around you, sweetheart, so I don't know if you can understand that. She's also talking about a job promotion or a job change as well coming up. So just let me know if you can understand this, sweetheart. And she's just saying, whatever you go into next, because I feel you've had to start off fresh in all areas of life. Okay, she said, just take your time, because you'll get to where you need to be. Okay. She's just showing me a memory of you when you were little, and she's saying, do you remember that beautiful smile? She said you was always smiling. She wants to see you smile more. She says, but you're getting better at it, because you are going out now, socializing more and starting to enjoy yourself. Okay, I kind of get a sense of freedom with that. It's now you can do what you want. Okay, and she says that's how it should be. And you know, she's so proud. That's all she keeps saying, I'm so proud of her. Do you also understand a young child around you playing the recorder, or this could be a memory of you, darling, when you was younger? Nan's just bringing that in. She's given me 3 blind mice, but she's giggling, okay? So I do feel that is a memory of you as a child, sweetheart. She just wants you to have that carefree world that you used to live in. She's saying you'll get that back, okay? She's also talking about someone needs to learn to drive. She's snapping her fingers. She said there's no point thinking about it. It needs to be done, okay? I also see that someone is getting a new car as well, my lovely. I want to give you the 22nd of a month for a birthday. I also want to give you May for a birthday, June for a birthday, and October for a passing, sweetheart, okay? There's also a 21st birthday coming up as well she's talking about, so I don't know if you can understand that. Oh, bless her. She's talking about a baby as well coming. I know that there's news of a baby coming. Okay, she's talking about someone's talking riddles or not making much sense, but I feel she's kind of being a bit sarcastic, and this is how she would have been when she was here, bless her. And she says you can see through them. She says always go with your gut feeling and your intuition, sweetheart, because it never lies. She says you know what she's talking about. She's not going to open it up on here, okay? She says stop worrying. Everything's going to be okay. I'm going to leave her love with you, and thank you for working with me.
Okay, that was lovely. Hold on, let me just see who I'm with. Hello, everyone. If you could put your names in the chat and I'll see where I'm drawn to, please. Rebecca says thank you so much, Kelly.
You're very welcome, my darling. Hi, Kelly and Cheryl. Does my friend... Hi, John. Welcome. Hi, Johnny. I'm just going to say hello while you're seeing where you're drawn. Hi, Cornelia. I am sorry if I said that wrong. Hi, Ruth. It's lovely to see you all. Hi, Violet. Hi, Andrea.
Claire Plummer,
Hi,
can I come
Claire.
to you, please? Is it okay if I work with you, my lovely? Claire, are you there, my lovely? If you can just put a yes in the chat so I know that I've got your permission. Yes, perfect. So as I'm connecting with you, I have a lovely lady that steps forward. I know this lady when she was on the earth plane, when she wasn't very well, she was getting very, very confused. So I know that she was constantly getting things muddled, and I know that she felt a little bit silly at times as she's coming forward. I do feel with this lady that she was in her prime. She was such an independent lady, and she would have had so much how can I put it? She was a very, very independent lady. And I know when she started to get a little bit confused and a little bit muddled as she's passing on to me at the moment, as she's making me feel a little bit confused as I'm trying to get my wording out. I know that she used to get a little bit fed up with it, and she would get very, very frustrated. I do know this lady she did become quite mute coming towards the end as she's bringing that forward. She does show me that when she was in her prime, she used to love to sing, and she would always be singing around the house. She is so lovely, and I know this lady would have she would have been a lady that would have done a lot of knitting, and she would have done either crocheting and stuff like that. So I know that there would have been a lot of homemade cardigans, blankets and stuff like that, which kept herself busy. She's also shown me that she used to do puzzles, but that stopped, and that's when everyone started to worry. Would that make sense to you? That's when everyone knew that she was getting very, very, very forgetful, bless her. And I do want to say dementia, Alzheimer's, just because of the way that I'm seeing it go. I need to say that there wasn't anything. She says she knows that it was frustrating for the family, because she would say things and then it would get confusing and stuff. And she's so sorry for that. She said, but she said it was harder for you guys than it was her, because she was in between all the time. She is making reference to the ornaments that she had within her home. I don't know who's got the paperweight, but there was a paperweight that's still within the family as she's bringing that forward. I need to say it was a glass one with loads of bubbles in it, as she's showing me it. So someone has that paperweight. Can you understand that, please? She's also taking me to March the 2nd, and I also need to go to... Okay, she's just literally just gave me a long list of things. She does show me that there was times that she forgot about people's birthdays and stuff like that, and she's bringing that forwards as well, because she used to be very, very on point with it all the time. And someone took over that role for her with the children. Would that make sense to you? So the cards and stuff that the children would still get them each year from her. She is coming in at the moment and she's saying you're not keeping yourself warm enough. There is someone on the earth plane that keeps showing their belly, and they're going to get a belly cold as she's bringing that forward. I do feel that's a family joke about a belly cold as she's bringing that in. She's so lovely, so lovely. She is showing me that she used to love cooking her stews, as she's showing me in pots. And it's either stew or soup that she would cook quite a lot in the winter. And she's saying she's not seeing that cooking being done like it used to be cooked. So I do feel that you guys always used to be quite like feeders for everybody, but I'm seeing that you guys aren't doing those old things that you used to do, if that makes sense. I don't know if that... I am being made about a Christmas decoration that's been passed down the family in generations. I need to say something's broken on it. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but she's saying it's okay. It's the memories and what's in our heart that counts, as she's bringing that in. She used to... Okay, she was such a wise lady when she was well. And she did say you guys kept her dignity, and she thanks you so, so much for that. I need to say twins, something about twins. She's giving me twins. Or Gem, is that a Gemini or twins? Can you understand twins in the family, please? Claire? If you can't understand that she had twin nephews, okay. Bless her, okay. I also need to give you the name Sheila, and I also need to give you the name Sylvie. And these names would be connected around this lady. This could either be friends or people that she would have known. I'm also getting the name Iris, and I'm also getting the name Lorraine. So I need to give you those names as well. That would either be friends or people within the family, just because she's just bringing that forward. I also need to say there is an embroidery. Someone's got embroidery pillowcases, because she's showing me them and she's saying they're very, very pretty. Darling, I'm just going to pull you a card, which is Serenity. When Serenity comes out, that just makes reference to, at the moment, you're needing a little bit more calm within your life. Things are very, very manic and hectic around you at the moment. So she is just bringing that in to bring in the serenity, to give you that little bit of calmness and that little bit of upliftment around yourself at the moment. She is blowing you kisses at the moment, and she is saying thank you very much for everything that everybody did. And I am going to leave the love there and say thank you for allowing me to work with you. Kelly?
Thank you. Let me see where I'm going. If I could have your names up, please. And I'll see where I'm drawn to. Hi, James. Hi, Angelina. Welcome. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Johnny. I'm just going to wait to see if...
Oh, I better put myself on mute. Sorry.
If I can work with James, please. I'll just have a yes from you, sweetheart, and then I can continue. Okay, so this for James. I can't see the surname. Merchant. So my eyes are... I really need to get glasses. I said that last time I was on here. Okay, James. Right, let's see what I can get for you, sweetheart. Okay. Straight away, as I connect with you, sweetheart, I do have a father link stepping forward. Okay. The first card that's come out for you is intuition. Okay, I've swapped the cards. I'm using the goddess ones. I think Cheryl's using the same deck actually. These are what Cheryl got me for Christmas. So the first card that's come out for you is intuition, and I feel with you, James, there's something going on, and you can't quite put your finger on it. Does that make sense? Or you can't quite solve the situation. Okay, and what I'm getting is your intuition never lies there. Okay. Always go with your gut feeling. And dance has come out for you, okay? I feel with you as well, James, that you haven't been socialising how you used to. Do you understand that? And it's important that you do make that time for you, because when you do go out, you really do enjoy yourself. I feel that you've been stuck indoors quite a bit. I don't know if that makes sense to you, James, okay? Do you understand, Father, in the spirit world? This gentleman comes in, he's a very tall gentleman. And I know he would have had speech problems, okay, towards the end. So I don't know if you can understand a stroke with this gentleman, but I'm definitely getting my words muddled. And I feel that towards the end, his speech really went, bless him. So he even tried to write things down. If it's not dad, it's granddad on dad's side of the family, sweetheart. So just let me know if you can understand this gentleman. I know that he would have been smartly dressed. He always polished his shoes, ironed his shirt. But not a speech problem. Okay, that may be them just showing me. I feel there was words, James, I can't take that away, that needed to be said before he passed, but the conversation didn't happen. And what he's saying is, whatever needed to be said, he already knew, bless him, okay? And he could hear it. So don't ever think that, if you needed to say something, he wouldn't have understood that. I just feel there was a bit of confusion around his passing as well. But whatever you wanted to say, he heard that, and it's important that you know that if it's not with yourself, it's someone very close to you, okay? He's talking about that someone didn't get there in time. He says it didn't matter. He wouldn't have wanted people to see him in that way, if that makes sense. He was already watching everyone as he was passing over, bless him. So he's just saying, he's got so much thanks. He says, he said, my family, he said, really kept it together, and they really helped me, and he's so grateful for that, okay? He said he couldn't have been treated any better. I do know that there was a few words that were said that wasn't very nice between family members. He says, doesn't matter. He said they're just words. He wants you all to put all the problems aside, and he said, life's too short, and just said, you know, make up and get on, okay? If you can't, he said, there's no point in the bickering. I don't know if that makes sense to James, okay? But he wants you, he says, there's no guilt held. Someone feels guilty around his past, and he said, there's no need to be, because he got everything his way. He said, and I really did. He said, you know, everything I said, they done, they respected. And he said, it's so important that the guilt, you know, is left behind now. He's talking about March being a significant month, okay? And I do want to go to the 17th of a month and the 19th of a month for a birthday. I want to go, he's saying around, normally, sorry, 21st for a passing, okay? Linked within the family, sweetheart. He's saying your emotions have been up and down. I don't know if you can understand that. And he's saying it's important that you do open up and tell people how you're feeling, because he says you tend to stay quiet and then it builds up. And then, you know, you may sort of say things that you didn't mean at times. It's important that you start talking about what's going on and don't allow it to build up, okay? He's talking about appointments coming up as well. I don't know if you can understand this, James, with yourself, but I am getting a dentist appointment. I'm getting a doctor's appointment coming up, okay? He's talking about as well, sorry, just, but he would have spoke, this gentleman, extremely fast, and he would have loved to have spoke. He was very sociable, you know, even when he was really poorly, bless him, he was still waving hello to people, and he has the most beautiful smile as well. So I know he would have been a jolly gentleman, okay? And he wants to see you smile more as well, he said. He said, you have got a similar personality to him, but something at the moment is keeping you sort of a little bit more reserved. And he says you will get it back, but you've got to start making those steps forward, okay? Work he's talking about as well. I feel work's had to be put on hold, but there is work opportunities coming in. I'm getting the next 6 to 8 months you'll be more settled in an area in work that you will enjoy again, because I just feel work before you wasn't enjoying, okay? April's significant as well. Can you also understand news of a baby in the family as well? Because I'm getting 2 births coming in. I'm also being made aware of children in spirit. I'm getting 3 young children around this gentleman, okay? Just know they're growing up in the spirit world, and he would have always been with the children. You know, he says he was a big kid at heart, bless him. Just trying to see if he's got anything else. He's singing Let's Go Fly a Kite. So I don't know if you can understand that as a memory, but he's taken me to a big field where you would have flown kites, but that would have been something he would have loved to have sat there. He's shown me like a picnic basket. And he would have loved all those times with the family. He says the family has separated a bit, but it doesn't matter, because you've got to put yourself first, sweetheart. Okay, don't worry about that, James. It might just be that might have belonged to Nan or another family member. But I am going to leave his love with you, and just know he's very much around you. Yes, I had a dream of him on the kite. Oh, that's lovely, James. You know, I can hear the song. That he's quite comical as he was singing it, bless him. He was making me laugh, but he's just come in to give you that upliftment that's needed at the minute. He's just thrown in the song You'll Never Walk Alone. So I know that song is significant as well, sweetheart. Thank you for working with me. And I'm going to go back to you, Cheryl. Over to you.
Oh, thank you. I've got to remember to keep unmuting myself. Hi, guys. If you can do what we've been asking, if you put your names in the chat, and I'll see where I am drawn to. I have already got my next link, so I'm just trying to work out who I'm actually with.
Someone's just said, how will I find your names to book readings? Veronica's tagged the names on the page. You can always message us that way. But I'm Kelly Francis and Cheryl Francis on Facebook. Oh, bless you. Thank you. 2 days ago.
Sorry, I'm not sure who I'm with, but I have already got my next link. And possibly could be Kirsty. Kirsty Cook, can I try and work with yourself, please, if that's okay? If you can just put a yes in the comments for me. I think I'm with you, Kirsty. I hope I'm with you. Can you hear me okay, Kelly?
I can hear you fine.
Perfect. Brilliant. Kirsty, if you could just put a yes in the comments so I know that you...
Kirsty just said anything for me, please. I think there might be a little delay on this today.
Oh, it's got Kirsty C there, so you are still here, my darling. Okay, Kirsty, I have a young lady that steps forward. I want to say she was late 20s, early 30s before she passed. I do feel it was quite a sudden passing when she passed over. I do get a problem around her head area. I don't know if it was an aneurysm or something along those lines, but she's coming forwards at the moment. I do know this lady was quite a slender lady. She had a love of life, and she is bringing forwards that she passed too soon. I don't know if this makes any sense to you. I don't know if this is a friend or a relative at the moment. I'm just trying to get that connection a little bit stronger. It was a shock to everybody when she did pass. It wasn't expected, as she's bringing that forward. She's also bringing in, I don't know why she's bringing it in, but I know that she would have been very, very sociable. I know that she would have been going out on the weekends, and she would have burnt the candle from both ends, just because this is the way that she was when she was here. I got kicked out. I'm sorry, just got back in. That's all right, my lovely. Did you hear any of what I've just given, my lovely? If you can just put a yes or a no, sweetheart, and I'll try and go back over what I've just given. Oh, bless her. She's showing me so much at the moment. Is there a delay on the comments, Kelly, do you think?
Not sure. I think the internet in general tonight is playing up as I experienced coming.
It's okay. I will continue with where I've gone from, because she is showing me that she would have had a love of musicals. I heard from you saying, don't know if it's family or friends. Okay. Can you understand the information I gave previously to that? If you can just put a yes or a no. Because this lady is showing me that she had a love of music, and I do know that she would have liked the old-fashioned music, because she's taken me to like watching Grease Lightning and things like that. So I know that she would have been quite cheeky, and she would have danced around, and she would have constantly been spinning and dancing all the time. But she is coming forwards at the moment, because she is saying you need a little bit more laughter within your life at the moment. She's saying everything is so, so serious around you. And she wants to see you start enjoying things a little bit more than you have been. She's saying there's certain things that you used to do that have kind of just stopped in your tracks. I am seeing that she is around you quite a lot at the moment, and she is saying that you're very connected to spirit yourself, and she's bringing that in. I missed the information before that, so sorry. Okay, the lady I have with me, oh, right, let me just recap. I'm so sorry, everybody, just recap. The lady I have with me, I'm not sure if she's a family or friend, but I know that she'd been quite close to the family. She's quite a slender lady. I want to say she was late 20s, early 30s when she passed, and it was a shock to everybody when she did. I do know it was problems around her head area. I'm not sure if she had an aneurysm or something along those lines, but she brought that in for me to give to you. And she does say that everybody was very, very shocked at her passing. She was, okay, thank you. Okay. She had a love of life, and she burnt the candle from both ends. I need to give the name Courtney. Courtney would be very significant around this lady. So I don't know if you know the name Courtney or it associates with this lady, but she's bringing that forward. I know when she was on the earth plane that she was in and out of relationships, and I do feel this is within relationships, because she's bringing that in. No one could tie her down, and she's bringing that in with laughter and banter. She would have had the best personality ever, the way she's bringing that forward. I know that she would have loved to have done her dancing and going back to the old fashioned music because she's bringing that forwards. I know that she was quite a bit of a retro dresser as well because of the clothes that she's showing me that she would have worn. She would have been very out there with her clothing. Um, but she is coming in and she's saying that it's time for you to have that time when you're going back out, having those laughs and having those giggles because she wants to bring some more enjoyment into your life because everything's so serious at the moment and it's time to start focusing on having those happy times as well as everything being so serious. She's coming in with abundance and love for you. I need to say that she's given me the 15th of the month and she's also given me the number 77. I don't know if that's a door number or somebody's age at someone's birthday coming up. I'm not sure. I need to give 77 as significant. I also need to say that there was something to do with a kitchen fire. I'm not sure if it's to do with, hold up. Someone had a kitchen fire. I don't know if you could understand that, but I'm being made aware about the kitchen and the flames and the thingy going up on the hob, which I'm being made aware about that she's showing me. And I do feel that puts some fear into somebody, which I'm being made aware of. And I am seeing keys being misplaced as well, as she's showing me that. But she's just coming in with abundance of love for you. And she's just placing her arms around you and putting that golden light of protection. Darling, the connection cards come out for you. So I need to say that everybody is connected, and everybody is kind of on the pace that they're meant to be doing, but you need to start focusing on you and bringing those happy and good times out for yourself. Thank you for allowing me to work with you. I'll hand back over to Kelly.
Thank you, Cheryl. That was lovely. Right, let's see. I can have your names up, please, and just keep them going so I can see where I'm drawn, please. So I'm just reading them. Hi, team Lee. See where I'm going. Hi, John. Hi, Keith. Keith, I will pull you a card. I can't guarantee Dad's coming back. Sorry, Dad's going to come through. I don't know. Just bear with me. Keith, you just let me know if I can work with you, please. And the first card that's come out for you is the Passion card, okay? And Spiritual Insight, okay? I feel with you, Keith, that you have had to close the door on certain people, okay? I don't know if you can understand that. Thank you, Keith. Can you understand where you've had to cut ties with someone quite recently? I feel over the last 6 months you've had to move on from certain people. Just need a yes or no, please. Just have a yes or no, then I can continue to make sure I'm on the right track. Because what I'm getting is, as I was speaking to you before, Keith, spirit come extremely close, okay? And what they were saying is there's no going back now to that situation. It's about moving forward and following your dreams, I want to say as well. I feel that there's so much that you've wanted to put your mind to be able to achieve, but certain people have been pulling you back and dragging you down in the past, if that makes sense, okay? I want to say with yourself as well, you are quite spiritual. I want to say that healing as well. Do you understand healing with yourself, Keith? Is something that you want to do or you are doing? I want to give you the 26th of a month as significant, okay? And I do have a gentleman stepping forward, a very reserved gentleman, Keith, okay? As he's connecting, he would have spoken very softly. I don't feel he was, you know, he wasn't, he would be very quiet in sort of conversations and situations. He would be more of an observer rather than, you know, hello, you know, he wouldn't shout across the room or anything like that. He would have worked outdoors, he's showing me as well. He's showing me cards in particular. I feel he had two cards that would have always fixed. Do you understand this, gentleman? I'm still not getting the connection of who he is. But I do know this gentleman would have passed very quickly, okay? Because he says 1 minute I was here, the next minute I was over, bless him, and he would have passed of a heart condition. I do feel he would have had a heart attack. He is taking me to the lungs as well, so I know there was breathing problems. He's saying the last 2 to 3 years he had breathing difficulties. So I don't know if you can understand this, gentleman. Just want a yes or no. I just feel he's giving me the name Sarah Keith linked around you as well. Okay, I'm also getting the name John. I do feel John would have been a brother or it would have been an uncle of yours. Do you understand that? You rap. Can you understand where you're having issues with? I'm getting around my knees. There's something with my right knee or my sort of just above your knee. Is that with yourself, Keith? Because I've asked why the healing come in. And my friend Sky. I know this gentleman would have loved working with cars. He'd always been outdoors. He would have been the type of gentleman, the minute the sun was out, the back door was open, he'd have his cup of tea and he'd be sitting on a chair. He's showing me you would have gone down 2 steps and on the left was a little table where he used to have his tea in the morning when it was nice days, okay? He also loved to be near the sea. I don't know if you can understand reference to down south. He's going around the West Sussex coast. I do feel Dad would have had problems with his speech as well. Do you understand that? Okay, Keith. I'm going to pull you another card, sweetheart, and then see where we're going, because I might be moving on to someone else. Opportunities coming up for you, okay? And I want to say that there are going to be some opportunities in your work. I feel there's going to be lots of things that you can do in that area where you're going to be asked, can you do this, can you do that? And it is going to be a good step forward for you, okay? I want to say as well, sometimes you say no, but I'm getting go for it, okay? Because I do feel you'll move up, and it will help with finances as well. It's going to bring more money in. I feel that there's going to be better opportunities in work area coming in for you. I am going to say thank you, Keith, for working with me, and hand over to you now, Cheryl, please.
Thank you, Kelly. Let me have a quick look. If we could put the names in the chat for me. Mr. Beanie, can I work with you, please, if that's okay? Sorry, I've just literally, as I just opened the comments up, you kind of shouted at me. Mr. Beanie, are you still there? I can just have a yes or a no before I connect. I hope I've said your name right. I have, haven't I? Yeah. Hello, Mr. Beanie. I hope you're well. Mr. Beanie, as I'm connecting with you, I have a male that comes quite close. And I need to say this gentleman, I do feel he would have passed in his late 60s, mid 70s. as he's showing himself to me. But I know this gentleman would have kept having quite a few falls. He does come on a fatherly link. If it's not father, I want to say grandfather, or somebody very much like a father. I know this gentleman would have had numerous falls. I am seeing the falls that he would have had, and I know he was rushed into hospital multiple times because he kept tripping and he wasn't very, very steady on his feet. Can you understand the gentleman I have with me, please? Keep getting the name Alan, my father-in-law, I think. Can you take the name Alan? I'm not saying it's this gentleman's name, but I've just heard the name Alan. It could be in connection with this gentleman. And I'm also getting the name Lee as well. So Alan and Lee, I need to bring forwards for yourself. I am being made reference at the moment that you are doing a lot of caring for somebody at the moment. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm seeing that you're helping somebody, and you're doing a lot of support around a person at the moment. And there's a lot of applause going for yourself at the moment with spirit because they are trying to give you that upliftment and strength. Um, I am being made aware there has been times where you felt a little bit frustrated and there's been times where you felt a little bit overwhelmed, but it's okay to feel like that. I am being made aware of. Um, no, taking help from somebody. No, taking help. Is it the other way around? Did I get it wrong? Is someone caring for you at the moment? Then I'm sorry if I've got it the wrong way round. Sometimes I interpret things the wrong way. But I will continue. Yes, too frustrating and overwhelmed. Okay. And he said it's okay to be like that because you're human and you have to go through emotions to be able to heal. I feel that there's been certain situations around yourself where you felt a little bit trapped as he's bringing forward. And it feels like at the moment nobody's listening to how you're feeling, and you just feel a little bit alone at the moment, if that makes sense, just because this is what he's bringing forward. He is coming in and he's saying it's okay. Um, for some reason, he's showing me the old-fashioned shaving kits. Okay, do you know the ones where you'd get the foam and you'd have one of those shaving things? He's bringing that in, but he's bringing that in with humour. So I'm not sure if you've got a beard or not, or this gentleman had a beard, but he's bringing that in and he's saying, "Come on, nice clean shaven." And he's bringing it in for a bit of humour for you. He is somebody that would have been very military when he was on the earth plane as well, when he was well. But he's bringing it in, and he's like, "Come on, freshly shaved, make yourself feel brand new." He is taking me to the 15th of a month. Oh, it's my father-in-law. Then you know who it is. He's coming in. Um, he's taking me to the 15th of a month. I want to go around September the 15th for birthdays, passes, and anniversaries. He's also bringing in something about you putting chewing gum somewhere where it shouldn't have been. And he is saying that someone actually got it caught on their clothes. So I don't know if you're one of those naughty people that would put it underneath the table or on a seat, but he's bringing it in I think you may have tried to wrap it up or something, but he's bringing that in as humour about that. I don't recognise the 15th. Please hold on to it. If it's not September, it's the 15th of a month. I can get a little bit sidetracked when I'm going through the calendar in my third eye. But he is bringing that forward. He's bringing in loads of fun memories, and his daughter did. Okay, that's what he's bringing in. Um, he's bringing in lots of fun memories, and he wants to see you start enjoying things as well, because there's been times where you've wanted to do things and you've wanted to be spontaneous, but something keeps holding you back. And he's just saying, speak, tell people how you feel, let them help you be able to. We are separated at the moment. That's all right, my darling. They come forwards for us no matter where they are. You were part of his life, and well, he was part of your life, so he'll always be part of your life. Um, He wants to see the happiness back into you. Okay. But he said Rome wasn't built in a day. To take each day as it comes, and tomorrow's a brand new day as he's bringing that forwards. And he's bringing that in with laughter. He was very openly spoken, this gentleman. Just the way he's coming forwards and the way that he wants to try and help you. But he's like, be proud of yourself. He said, don't let people knock you down. You will be all right. It will all work out in the end. And I am going to leave this gentleman's love with you and say thank you ever so much for working with me. Always look on the bright side of life, he just said. Okay? I don't know. Always look on the bright side of life. Do-do, 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 do-do. As he's just brought that in. And I am going to leave the love there and say thank you for allowing me to work with you. Kelly?
That was lovely, Cheryl. We have come to time.
Want
to say, no, we're ready to come off in a second. Just say thank you all for joining us. We will be back on here in a couple of weeks. Veronica and Stacey advertise it, or you can watch us if you follow us. We'll be live as well together, hopefully in the next couple of days. So thank you again, and hope to see you all soon.
Take care, everyone. Bye. Oh.